Hi, everybody. It is Friday, April 21st. I am now in Austin, Texas. I flew out this morning from Orlando, where I was with Denny Tedesco doing a screening of the Immediate Family documentary for the Florida Film Festival. It went great. It was a big theater, and every seat, there was standing room only. Every seat was packed. Got a great response from the audience. We had to do kind of a short Q&A afterwards because there was another movie coming in after us. So I went out and I hung out in the lobby afterwards for about 45 minutes, meeting people and taking pictures and talking about the film and everything. It was really wonderful. God, I love going to these things. It's thrilling to me. It's just, Denny has done such a remarkable job, and I really cannot wait to be able to have you all see this and share this movie with you, because it's really something special. And also, I'm going to throw in a heads up out there that this coming Wednesday, next week, we'll be back to the clubhouse again. I'll finally have a Wednesday where I'm not traveling. So plan on, those of you that are clubhouse members, I'll look forward to seeing everybody. And then we play tomorrow here with Lyle. It's a private function of some kind. I know no details about it. It's not a public concert. It's some kind of a private event that he's been hired to do. And it's still with the acoustic group. So it'll be fun to see Jeff and Jim Cox and Luke Bulla and the crew guys. Then head home at the crack of dawn. I think I have a 7 a.m. flight out Sunday morning. Get home and get back to walking the puppies and doing yard work and whatever else is going on. You know, it's always something. So I thought I'd get some music out here. Today, I'm going to go visit another fun project that I had not heard in a long, long time, and it was really a kick when we did this. It's an album called Something New that we did in 1976, and the artist on this is Barbi Benton. And I'll read you a little bio, because Barbie was really, she was so sweet. She was so delightful when she came in the studio. She had baked cookies for the band and everything. She was like just really great. But here we go. This is a little bio here for you. Barbi Benton, born Barbara Lynn Klein in 1950, is an American retired model, actress, television personality, and singer. She is known for appearing in Playboy magazine as a 4-season regular on the comedy series Hee Haw, and for recording several modestly successful albums in the 1970s. After the birth of her first child in 1986, Benton retired from show business to raise her family. Benton was born Barbara Lynn Klein in New York to a Jewish family. Her father was a gynecologist and her mother worked as an investment counselor. She grew up in Sacramento and attended Rio Americano High School and took all kinds of lessons, from scuba diving to piano, and even did some tea room modeling while in school. She enrolled into UCLA to become a veterinarian, but had to give up her career option as she couldn't stand the sight of blood. You know, that can have an effect on you. At age 16, she began to model. Following high school, she attended UCLA, and at the age of 18, took a job with Playboy to appear in their entertainment show, Playboy After Dark. She initially started as an extra on the show, but after host Hugh Hefner fell in love with Benton, her role was quickly elevated to co-host. After recording 2 episodes, Hefner asked the young co-ed for a date. Upon being asked, she reportedly demurred to the then 42-year-old Hefner, "I don't know, I've never dated anyone over 24, to which Hefner replied, "That's all right, neither have I." It's like, Jesus. The two began a relationship that lasted several years and placed Benton in the center of the Playboy enterprise. Hefner persuaded her to change her name from Barbara Klein to the more marketable Barbi Benton. She is credited with persuading Hefner to buy the Playboy Mansion in Holmby Hills in 1974. Benton, initially credited as Barbie Klein, appeared on the cover of Playboy 4 times, July 69, March 70, May 72, and December 85, in addition to nude photo layouts in the December 73 and January 75 issues. She was featured in a number of photo essays and was never a Playmate of the Month. She landed a spot on television's Hee Haw doing short comedy sketches and often appeared as a dancer on some of the last series of the Rowan and Martin Laugh-In shows, and subsequently enjoyed a career as a country singer. She also began acting and appeared in West German comedy The Naughty Cheerleader before appearing as a repeat performer on a number of popular television series, including The Barbi Benton Show, The Love Boat, Fantasy Island. Benton lived with Hefner from 1969 until 76 and is known for discovering at the Playboy Mansion West, where Hefner resided until his death in 2017. Years later, when the television series The Girl Next Door visited her in Aspen, Colorado, she expressed gratitude that the two had remained friends. Cool. Benton left Hee Haw after 4 seasons to concentrate on a more Hollywood-oriented career. She also starred in a short-lived ABC series, Sugar Time, about an inspiring rock group in the film. And films included The Hospital Massacre. Benton achieved some success as a recording artist. Her record, Brass Buckles and 75s, was the top 5 hit in Billboard's country charts. Benton recorded her 8 albums, the last of which she personally produced in 1979. She also composed the songs and sang them and played piano. And her other better-known songs was Ain't That Just the Way in 1976. It was the #1 in Sweden for 5 weeks and had a major hit for Lutricia McNeil, who was recorded by the Dutch singer Patricia Pay under the name Poor Jeremy in 77. Benton married estate developer George Gradow in 1979. They have 2 children, and they divide their times between Aspen and LA. So that's her bio on this. Now, the band that we had for this record is something else here. Excuse me while I whip this out. So 1976, the album is Something New. I'm just going to read down this thing. Jimmy Haskell did string arrangements. Brian Russell did background vocals. Johnny Gerard did background vocals with Vanetta Gould. Myself and Dee Murray from Elton John's band traded some of the bass responsibilities on this one. Nigel Olsson was one of the drummers on it. Ben Benet, Davey Johnston, Richie Zito playing guitar on it. Robert A. Pear engineered and produced it. Who did the section projects. Eli Bird did hand claps, Jim Kelson on horns, Bill Payne from Little Feat on keyboards, Craig Durgee on keyboards, Sneaky Pete Kleinow on pedal steel, Jim Price on trumpet, Brenda Russell on background vocals, along with Carmen Twilley and Kathy Collier. Gary Coleman on percussion, Russ Kunkel on drums, Danny Korchmar, Kenny Edwards, Steve Cropper, and Waddy Wachtel on guitar also. John Arias, second engineering, Chuck Finley, Jim Horn on horns, Billy Schwartz on keyboards, James Newton Howard on keyboards, Andrew Gold on piano, backing vocals, and acoustic guitar and tambourine, and Robert Keys on saxophone. I mean, it's a hell of a lineup that was put together for this project. So I'm going to play a couple of tracks from this. The first one I'm going to play is called In the Winter, and it was written by Janice Ian. So here we go. This is Barbi Benton from 1976, Something New.
The days are okay. I watch the TV in the afternoon. If I get lonely, the sound of other voices, other rooms are near to me. I'm not afraid. The operator, she tells the time. It's good for a laugh.
Tell Nigel.
And there's always radio. And for a dime, I can talk to God. Dine a prayer. Are you there? Do you care? Are you there? And in the winter, extra blankets for the cold. Fix the heater, getting old. And I'm rising now, you know. But still as big a fool. I met your friend. She's very It was an accident. I never dreamed we'd meet again this way. Looking well, I'm not afraid. You have a lovely home, just like a picture. No, I live alone. I found it easier. You must remember how I never liked the party life. Half all night, the lovely wife. You have a lovely wife. In the winter, extra blankets for the cold. Fix the heater, get warm. You are with her now, I know. I live alone forever, not together now. And in the winter, extra blankets for the cold. Fix the heater, get warm. You are with her now, I know. I live alone forever, not together now.
I always loved Jimmy Haskell's string arrangements. I did tons and tons of records with Jimmy, and he was such a delightful, delightful man. He always had a big button on with a picture of his family on it. It was so sweet, really, really nice. Let's see, we have here. This one is called "Number One with a Heartache," and this is written by Howard Greenfield and Neil Sedaka. This is all in one thing, so I'm scrolling for numbers here. Let's see, 925. Okay, this should be it.
Twinkle, twinkle, superstar. Fame and fortune took you far. Everybody envies you. You're number one. Night and day your records play. But ever since you went away, life ain't no fun. The songs you write about him keep coming back without him. The queen of the charts is the queen of broken hearts. Number one with the heartache. Hear your song playing on the radio. With every play, your heart is breaking. Number one with the heartache. Sing your song while the whole world sings along. His love is gone, but the music goes on. Number one with the heartache. Hear your song playing on the radio. With every play, your heart is breaking. Number one with the heartache. Sing your song while the whole world sings along. His love is gone, but the music goes on.
Here's another one. Let me just whip on through here. This one's called "Riding on a Rainbow." This is by Bernard Bierman, Jack Manus, and Milt Shaw. Let me find this one. 1428. Yeah, big production there. Here's a classic old Gene Pitney song that we did. You'll recognize this one. Hold on, almost there. 2635.
Holds my hand, I'm so proud. 'Cause he's not just one of the crowd. I to try the things they've never done. Just because he's best, they say. Hey, he's a rebel and he'll never ever be any good. He's a rebel 'cause he never ever does what he should. Just because he doesn't do what everybody else does. That's the reason why I can win him over. He is always good to me, always treats me tenderly. 'Cause he's the one known enough, he's the one known enough to me.
Yeah. Just makes me want to shake something. And here's lunch. Do one more here. This was a song called "Thinking of You" by Wendy Waldman. And Wendy Waldman, I've featured Wendy several times as a solo artist, as a member of Brindle. She's an incredibly prolific writer, and she's just great. So here we go. This is "Thinking of You."
Thinking of you makes
Yeah.
me wonder where I've been all my life. I've been young and angry, sorry at all the wrong that was never done. I don't know
come on, come on. It's always funny when these things get loaded up and somebody's recorded this off of an album because you're hearing this little snap, crackle, and pop that always came with being a record. So that's called Something New from 1976 with Barbi Benton. I want to again thank everybody at the Florida Film Festival for being such gracious hosts on this thing and making it such a special evening for me and Denny being there. It was really great and just really cool people afterwards hanging out. And this guy went and bought the soundtrack to the movie Rhinestone. It's like sign the cover on that, and then somebody else had Running on Empty, a bunch of different projects. So it was really fun to sign those things, and somebody showed up with my book and asked me to sign it because I was traveling light, didn't have any books at this one. And then another thing about today that makes it really special is today is Nick Collins' birthday, Phil's son. Nick was who played drums with us on the Not Dead Yet tour. And he's currently out touring with Mike and the Mechanics. And he's just the nicest kid. I mean, I've known him since he was born, but I think when we started the Phil's tour, I think he was 16, and I think he's like 22 today. But a remarkable, remarkable musician and one of the nicest people you could ever want to know. I mean, he's got it. He's just really special. So happy birthday, Nick. And happy birthday to anybody else out there today. So remember, next Wednesday I'll be Clubhouse. I'll try to get back tomorrow with something else, but that's it for the moment. So I think I'm just gonna take a walk. Today is a day off. This was a travel day to get here. And I'm just gonna go hit the streets and wander around Austin. So take good care, and I will see you later.